horses wear the fly masks is that flies actually drink the moisture out of the corners of horses' eyes as a water source, and they eat the like eye junk as food. It's real gross. And you have a few options to keep flies off of horses, but a lot of them are chemicals. So fly sprays, fly wipes, all those sort of chemicals that you put all over their face. And sometimes we do have to use minimal chemical stuff because the flies are problematic, but we try as much as possible to not use chemicals. So the fly masks are a mechanical, not chemical way to keep them off of the horses' faces. And then we also use fly predators, which are a beneficial insect. They're a little tiny wasp that's flightless, and we order them. They deliver them about every 3 weeks all summer long, and we spread those in all the fields. And those they parasitize fly larvae, so they find a pile of manure and they eat all the flies that are growing up in it. So that's another super helpful way that we manage flies without chemicals, but the fly masks are really important for their eyes. We're gonna show you how to put a fly mask on correctly. So there's a few different kinds. This is a pretty basic one, but the concept is the same. So this is Zen, be good at it. So if you are doing this without a halter, the halter won't be a factor. If you're doing this, like say at summer camp, you just brought a horse back to the field after riding, you're gonna put the fly mask on and then take the halter off. So I'll show you how that works. If you are doing this without a halter, it's really just the same thing, minus the halter. So this is, you're gonna stand on the left side of the horse. So horses are usually conditioned to have people stand on their left side. It's just from antiquity. So that's your best bet. That's also the side that the buckle is gonna be on, or the Velcro, or whatever you're needing to fasten. So you are going to stand facing the same direction the horse is. You're gonna take the fly mask from either side. I'm kind of grabbing it by the side that's along the cheek. So their ears are gonna go through here. Their nose is gonna come out down here. This is gonna Velcro under their chin. So this part's kind of what's gonna sit alongside their cheeks. So because he's pretty okay with this, and because I have the halter on, I'm gonna go ahead and go like this. And then his ears are gonna pop through. And then I'm gonna Velcro this. So when you Velcro this, you want it to be not tight. So because this is their jaw and their big jaw muscle, and they are gonna need to chew because they're out on pasture, we don't want it so tight that every time they chew it goes because it'll actually rub the hair off their nose and it's very uncomfortable. So we use a 4-finger rule. So underneath their chin, we should have 4 fingers between the bottom of the fly mask and the bottom of their chin. And then the other thing to do to make sure they're comfortable is to pull their forelock out. This is like their bangs. And it tends to get caught underneath here, and then it spreads out and it like gets in their eyes, and it kind of just seems sweaty and itchy and generally uncomfortable. So that's sort of the basic way to put a fly mask on. Sometimes you will deal with a horse who, you come up next to them and you go like this, they don't put their face in it the way Zen is. They go, I don't want it on my face. And if that's the case and they're on a halter, you have a couple options. But one thing that has worked well for us, for Zephyr's actually one of the challenges for fly masking, is to start on their neck like this. And you kind of just sneak it up and then over and on. And most of our horses are kind of like, what just happened? But if they're gonna throw their head and resist you, that's a good little workaround. And then, oh, and one more thing, once you get it on, you wanna double check there's no flies on their eyes under. So you can run your hands up and over their eyes, kind of flap it around. Just make sure you're not locking flies in, because that would defeat the purpose. So again, we're gonna fasten this with 4-finger rule. And then if your horse has a halter on, you're gonna remove the halter from under. So you just put this on around over the outside of the halter, don't thread it through anything, and then the halter will just slip out from under it. Minimal coaxing. There we go. I'll let Zen run away.